session.
Opportunities don't happen, you create them. With this inspiring thought, welcome you all to the day 25 of Agri SAARTHI KRANTI 2026, our 30-day National Agriculture Training Program. On behalf of the Agri SAARTHI team, I, Pooja Kumari, warmly welcome to our respected speaker, Surender Singh Godara sir, Organizing Director and Chief Secretary of Agri SAARTHI, Mr. Ajay Kasana sir, and all the enthusiastic participants present here today. In our previous session, we had an informative discussion on hydroponics, where we explored soilless cultivation, modern production systems, and innovative approaches to crop growth. That session highlighted how technology is transforming the way we grow crops. Building on this theme of modern and innovative agriculture, today's session focuses on another critical dimension of agri sector, that is agrochemical and career opportunities for agri student. Agrochemical plays a vital role in crop protection, productivity, and food security. At the same time, this sector offers diverse and promising career opportunities for agri students in research, development, marketing, regulatory affairs, and agri-business management. To guide us on this important and career-oriented topic, we are honored to have with us Surender Singh Godara sir. The right guidance at right time can shape a successful career. Surender Singh Godara sir holds an MSc in agronomy from CCSHU Hisar and brings him with rich industry experience across leading agri-corporate organizations. He worked with Reliance from 2002 to 2009, Monsanto India Limited from 2009 to 2020, and is currently associated with Bayer Crop Science Limited since 2020. He has extensive experience across major crops such as cotton, corn, paddy, wheat, guava, and citrus, along with strong expertise in crop protection molecules and GM crop regulatory trials. His practical industry exposure and deep technical knowledge makes him an ideal speaker to guide our students on both agrochemical application and career pathway in this sector. We are confident that today's session will provide valuable technical insights as well as clear career direction for our agri student. With this, I warmly welcome Surender Singh Godara sir and request him to please take over the session. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Pooja, and thank you, Ajay, for providing me opportunity to have a discussion. I will not say it's a lecture type, it's just discussion with your people, because I also passed through the same phase of the you people. Right now, you are and going to enter after your PG, MSc, PG, or whatever degree you are pursuing right now. So, as you have already introduced myself is Surender Singh Godara, and I'm working with Bayer Crop Science and approximately 20 years of experience in agrochemicals and agri industry. So should I start with sharing my screen?
Ji, Doctor, please.
It is visible. I'm just pausing my video and we'll just focus on our presentation. Is it visible to you?
So I think it will be, the screen is visible, but it will be better if you turn on your video also.
Video also, because I think what happens, it's my experience, then when we start video also, so sometimes there is lag happening, because and I would also request everyone to pause their video, because once we start discussion, then we can start on our video, because otherwise it will capture a lot of bandwidth and network will be slowed down.
Okay, got it.
So it's for everybody's benefit, because we do around 2-3 meetings daily. So that's our experience, that if we keep on video, then at the end of the session, it starts working. Phones get heat up also, a lot of things happens. So I will briefly discuss about the agrochemical markets of India, with major crops, major states, major contribution of which insecticide is there. And then along with that, I will also take some cues from the Bayer Crop Science and mix. It will be a mix of Bayer Crop Science with the other market leader in the same segment. Okay. So key market drivers for our agrochemical industries. First and foremost is the population and the food security, because we have to feed the ever increasing populations. Secondly, why do we need agrochemicals? Because of labor shortage and mechanization. To help the mechanization process and to overcome the labor shortage, we need agrochemicals. Apart from it, the climate challenge, because we have to grow the climate resilient crops, and it's already related with factor number one, the population and food security, because it's ever changing climate, and to feed that population, we will have to struggle with these climate change challenges. Apart from it, the government initiatives are also very much required, because India being a country of marginal farmers, small farmers, so government subsidies is very much required in form of the fertilizer subsidy or agrochemical subsidy, also in some other other way. Growing of the horticulture and vegetable crops also, it's also very much required. So if we start with Bayer, then our global mission is health for all and hunger for none. You might be thinking that how the Bayer crop science is related with health for all. Hunger for none, no doubt, it's for Bayer being working in agriculture field. So Bayer is having three divisions. One is crop science, another one is pharmaceuticals, and third one is the consumer health. So there is major difference between pharmaceuticals and consumer health. Pharmaceuticals is the branch of medicines where the drugs are prescribed by the doctors and then you can get them in the market. Otherwise, until unless those drugs are not prescribed by the doctors, you cannot take them. Consumer health is some of the drugs which are supplementary in nature and simple, you can say pain reliever, digestive health, cold and cough, minor over-the-counter drugs for which we don't require doctor's prescriptions. And I think in around last month, Modi ji also emphasized on his that over-the-counter drugs, antibiotics people are over-consuming, and there is superbugs are being developing. So we have to avoid the over-consumptions of the antibiotics. I think he was referring to pharmaceutical divisions, because generally people, what do? They do take over the counter prescription drugs over the counter. That is the issue. So this is briefly about Bayer. And so why do agriculture needs innovation and new technologies, new agrochemicals, new technologies in seed, pesticide, herbicide, insecticide? Why do we need? If you compare in 1940s, approximately 1,200 square meter area was required to produce 250 kilogram of the yield. And in 1980s, it was requiring approximately 400. And going forward, we will be having only approximately 100 square meter area only available to produce the same yield. So it's possible only through the innovations of the new molecules in agrochemicals, because the more you protect your crop, the more you will get out of your field. Apart from it, seed and technologies plays a vital role. Seed might have in technologies like nitrogen use efficiency, water use efficiency, gene, avoidance of certain insect, pest, disease, like that. Even nematodes also. So that's how we require a lot of innovations in agriculture to feed the ever increasing population. So regarding Bayer, if I say approximately 2 billion euro every year we are spending, Bayer is spending on the investment Bayer is doing in crop science research only every year globally. Approximately 2 billion euro means approximately, you can say, 1 euro is today approximately 95 rupees. So almost 20,000 crore rupees annually Bayer is spending across the globe, and we are working in more than 130 countries, and 7,000 plus employees are working in R&D facilities. So currently I am working in market development department at the center of the both departments, research and development and sales and marketing. I think Pooja at the initial stage was mentioning that agriculture graduates, MSc students and PhD students are very much required in Bayer also, in agriculture market also. But we have to understand in which field we want to work. Generally, people think that in private organizations only sales happens, and then you are having fixed target and you have to do according your sales you have to perform, and then you will be paid, handsomely paid. But before the sales happen, there are 2-3 departments. Other departments are also there. First and foremost department is R&D, where what happens, all the molecules, innovative molecules, crop protection molecules, germplasm, seeds, biotech traits, they are being developed in the laboratory and in the small fields. Then they are being transferred to market development department. What we do, we will understand the customer needs, define the positionings of the product, develop their USP, technical guidance, and then we will hand over to sales and marketing for revenue, pricing, whatever, branding, customer experience. If any complaint is there in the field, then they will get back to market development again. So this is the interface every time work on. From R&D, products are being given to market development. From market development, these products goes to sales and marketing team. And generally people perceive that what happens in the field, every year companies launch their new product and they get the business, but it's not like that. Generally what happens, when the product is handed over to market development, it is tested for almost 3 years. Some of the you people might have visited our Bayer Learning Center in Fatehwad from HEU this year, along with Dr. Tolton and team. So they have fair idea how the people are working in the field. So in first year we do testing in the field in larger area, in multi locations. Say in Haryana, we are testing a product approximately 30 locations. So, and in the first year we go for data generation, how the product is performing. In second year we do for market priming and launch year, and after that for launch plus 1 year and launch after 2 years. We generally provide the tailored solutions and agronomic advisories to the sales team, and then we are handing over to the customer marketing team and sales team for the further build up of the volume. So generally, whenever a product is launched, in most of the companies, the same structure follows. The product is being tested by R&D department and market development department. Then they are handed over to sales team. Approximately 2 years data is being generated by SAUs also for CIB registration of any new product. Concurrent to that CIB data generations, internal teams of each and every company, they test the product for the selling. That's how the people work in private organizations. So if you take overall agrochemical pesticide market of India, it's approximately 25,000 crore rupee market. And out of that 25,000 crore rupee market, if we bifurcate in both of them, then approximately 50% market is with insecticides, and 30% market is with the herbicide, and 20% market is with the fungicides. Because in India, the disease management concept is just gaining popularity, and more of it is focused only on fruits and vegetables. General crops, rice and wheat, the disease management portion is generally neglected, and at the end of the harvest season, generally it performed like that. While in case of herbicides, it is performed during the crop weed competition phase of the each and every crop. I think everybody knows. While insecticides plays a major role because insect damage is more or less seen by the farmer directly. So they are more worried about the insecticides, and it is one reason for gaining almost 50% market share by the insecticide is that you can see the damage caused by insect directly. So people are more worried about the insecticides. Regarding regional market distribution, if I in India, if I say top 7 states, Maharashtra, AP, Telangana is both are same. Madhya Pradesh, UP, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. Only these 7 states contribute approximately 75% of the domestic agrochemical markets of entire India. And if we go by the crops, then approximately grains and cereals constitute approximately 50% share. Fruits and vegetables 20% share, oil seed and pulses 15%, and cash crop is 18% share. This is more or less similar. It's always debatable. Some will say it's 47%, some will say it's approximately 50% share. Look, our insecticide and fungicide market for fruits and vegetables. Rest of the markets are almost stable. Fruits and vegetables, it's almost gaining more popularity, and people are more. This is the fastest growing segment for fruits and vegetables of insecticide and fungicide, because over the years, people are more consuming fruits and vegetables, and everybody, you people being from most of the people from the rural background, so most of the people are knowing that earlier time used to happen when only when some guest used to come at the house, they used to bring us some fruits. But nowadays it's really a daily mundane, and everybody almost consumes at least 3 to 4 times fruits every week. Earlier it used to happen in a month, now it is happening every week. And going forward, the time will come when everyone will consume fruits at least once in a day. Out of 3 diets, 1 diet will be fruits going forward around in 10 years or 15 years time. That's going to happen. So if you go by the crops, rice, cotton, wheat, soybean, chilies, grapes, and sugarcane, they are approximately constituting approximately 65% of the total pesticide market. So everybody might be thinking that grapes is contributing to so much of the pesticide market. Yes, grapes are very heavily sprayed crop. So regarding, if you think that regarding cultivated areas, rice being maximum million hectare cultivated across India, followed by wheat and oilseed, pulses, cotton, and sugarcane. Now the approximately cotton area is approximately 12 to 13 million hectare, but effectively 5 to 7 spray round happens. So effectively it constitutes approximately area is almost equal to your paddy, because in paddy in some of the areas hardly 1 spray is being done, while in cotton 4 to 5, 7 sprays are also normal, because in central and south India crop is almost 230 days plus. So estimated market size by crop, you can say approximately 6,000 crore in rice and cotton, and then pulses and wheat. Fruits and vegetables are also picking up. So by next 3-4 years down the line, you will be seeing that rice, cotton, and fruits and vegetables, all 3 will be approximately 7,000 crore market. And oil seed and pulses being neglected crops, but they are being consuming some of the herbicide insecticides. Wheat, the major contribution come from herbicide market only, and in sugarcane the major contribution is from the insecticide market. So if we bifurcate, if we look into the each and every crop, then you can see the rice is having approximately 50 million hectare, and major insecticide consumption happen in for insecticide is control of stem borer, leaf folder, rice, brown plant hoppers, near to Diwali, you people might have seen them. Hoppers are coming to our lights. That's nothing but brown plant hoppers, and that's not getting controlled in time, so it is reaches to our houses. In case of herbicides, in case of rice, the pre-emergent herbicide and post-emergent herbicide is major playing role. In case of herbicides, you might be knowing that retilaclor is the pre-emergence herbicide that's widely used by the farmer. And then in case of the post-emergence herbicides, your bispyruvate sodium plays the major role. In case of the fungicides, disease control, the rice major disease is blast and sheath blight. In case of high humidity and high moisture area, sheath blight plays an important role. When in the later part of the season, the rice blast causes the major damage. And if we go for wheat, then major is contribution is herbicide, because in case of wheat, almost 50%, 40% herbicide consumption happen in wheat only, because it's very difficult to go for manual hoeing in case of wheat. Up to 2010, the leading chemistries were isoprotol and sulforan. Up to last year, around 2 years back, it was chlorinaphop, and now the pyroxasulfone has taken over the herbicide share of these herbicides. In case of fungicides, controlling of rust is the major problem for wheat. In case of aphids, for insects, generally appears at the fag end. If in February, March, there is cloudiness happens, then aphid attack also appear in the wheat. In some of the lighter soils, termites also plays a major role. In case of cotton, heavy use is almost 75% of, you can see almost 75% of the 3/4 of the agrochemicals used in cotton is insecticide, because heavy sprays, not only for bollworms, but for white fly, just seed, and moreover, resistance has been also started developing in just seeds, white flies, and bollworms also, for insecticide also. In case of bollworms, pink bollworm has already developed resistance against GM cotton, Bolgar 2, Cry 2, AB2. Gene you might be knowing, everyone. Regarding herbicides, herbicides are very rarely used in cotton, except Central and South India, where very deep clay loam soils are there, heavy soils, black cotton soils are there. Only those areas herbicide used. Otherwise, in North India, the herbicide is very rarely used in cotton. Apart from it, PGR are also used in cotton in across India, except North India, because they have to manage the crop canopy, and this is also being used by Central and South India. Sugarcane is also, again, in case of sugarcane, your herbicide plays major role, because you have to, it's almost a year crop, long crop, based on your availability of the, from sugar mills, the demand arrives, and then the farmer go for harvesting the sugarcane crop, because generally it takes 10 months to 11 months crop. So in case of sugarcane, the water use is highly water muggling crop, because if you see the entire season, water is the maximum water consumption is from the sugarcane, apart from rice also, because rice is almost your 130 to 150 days crop, and sugarcane is almost 280 days to 320 days. So sugarcane consumes more water. Regarding oil seeds, again, your insecticide and herbicide plays a major role, because in case of oil seed, we are considering your soybean groundnut. Major two are oil seed crop here, and in heavy soils, the herbicide plays major role, because people have to use a lot of herbicides to avoid the crop weed competition. Similarly, for pulses, again, insecticides and your herbicide are also same, almost same. And in case of insecticides, spot borer aphid control is major problem in pulses, because it becomes very difficult to control the pod borers. In case of your pigeon pea and chickpea. Fruits and vegetables, I think that's the very critical segment, and we have to holistically look into the fruits and vegetable cultivations, because this is one of the emerging sector and it is going to boom like anything. Because as I mentioned you people earlier also, that fruits consumption has and vegetable consumption has started significantly increasing over the last 2-3 years. You can say last 10 years it's had increased significantly, and by the next 10 years you will see again very significant improvements in the fruits and vegetable consumptions. As you know that once the consumption starts, the people are less worried about the price. Around 3 years back, onion prices were 10 rupees per kg. Now it's almost, generally it's around 25 to 30 rupees per kg for the customer. And similarly for fruits, you can also compare, because it's gaining a lot of revenues for the farmers also, and so farmers are investing heavily on these crops also, for insecticide, fungicide, and the herbicide point of view also. So if you go by the per acre consumption of rupees by the farmers, generally farmers invest approximately 4,500 rupees per acre on the your insecticide, herbicide, or fungicide. Total cost per acre is approximately 4,500. In fruits and vegetables, approximately 2,000 rupees. Sugarcane also 1,500. This is basically because the duration of the crop and the intensity of the herbicide, these agrochemicals also, everything is being considered, and this is derived after the taking the national average of your insecticide, herbicide, and fungicide consumption and total area. This is very much important. I think people need to understand a lot of things, and even being we all are agriculture graduates, and we should also educate our farmers that now people will find that red category molecules are very easy to availability point of view. Their persistence is more, their results are long lasting, and they are cheap also, but they are very costly on health aspects. So everybody might be knowing that red category monocrotophos and all these acephate type molecules, they are very dangerous, and we should not promote them so extensively, so that it's vice versa. The agrochemical molecules which are broad spectrum, killing almost all the living beings, they are more toxic and more toxic to human also. Their LD50 value is very high, and they are more toxic. Okay. So going forward for last, I think 10-15 years, the government have banned a lot of molecules in red and yellow category. Everybody knows endosulfan and larvin, like that molecules have been banned by the government. Now the blue and green molecules, they are very target specific and target to a particular group of your insects or fungicides from a particular family. They are only targeting. So they are more in usage and more practice and target specific. They are not broad spectrum, but they are costly molecules, because to develop a molecule which is green label, it's very costly affair. So but it's reverse for farmers. They are less apt to apply these green and blue category molecules because they are costly. So they have to reduce their costing by applying the red category molecules. So we have to educate our farmers in a balanced way, so that people's health is also not compromised and their earning is also not compromised. So regarding what solutions as a Bayer we are providing to the farmers. So generally while training to our sales team, we provide the solutions that based on the life cycle of the crop, you can see the seedling around 10 days, then nursery, then transplanting happens, and tillering and booting, panicle initiation, and then grain formation. So based on the life cycle of the plant and their requirement, we generally recommend the chemicals, but they are very specific. And say, for example, at the initial stage for the seed treatment, we are recommending gaucho to avoid the termite infestation for better plant health. We are having 2-3 molecules, Evergold and Riatis also. They are having different target pest. The Riatis is for stem borer infestation, Evergold is for your fungus infestation in the seedling stage. Then at transplanting, we are having Council Active. It's early post-emergence of the herbicide. Around 7 to 10 days after the transplanting, we have to apply this Council Active. Then it's Antracol, it's propineb, and it's supplying zinc also apart from its contact fungicide. So whatever the initial brown spots start developing, it is controlling that. Then we are having Dicota and Regent. They are both for stem borer management. Then we are having Vigo. This tetraniliprole is for the stem borer management. Then Buenos initial disease development, leaf sport like blast. Then we are having Fame, Nativo, Carbix for your Fame is for stem borer management at the later stage of the crop. Then Nativo at the booting stage to control your leaf blast and your overall healthiness of the plant. Then Carbix is for your brown plant hopper management. We are having Acerbo, one very wonderful molecule that is to control the neck blast at the end of the season. Similarly, we have developed such solutions for corn and cotton also. I'll be showing to them. You also. This is regarding this corn solutions. At the initial stage, we are treating the seed with gaucho for shoot fly infestation at the initial stage. Then we are having stem borer, fall armyworm at the initial stage, because at the emergence of the corn crop, all the insects attack happens. Then we are having weed control is through Loudis. Then we are having one biostimulant emission. This is rightly under FCO, so we are not supplying this molecule as of now, but we are seeking some permissions from the government. Once permission is available, then it will be again sold to market. Then we are having Vigo to control the fall armyworm, Nativo to control the any leaf blight, sheath blight disease appears in corn, so we have to use that one. Recently, we have observed some mite infestation in corn also. So we are having Overon, Spiromacifin, 200 ml per acre. We are recommending it to control the mites. It's very prominent pest emerging over the last 2-3 years. It's getting very dangerous in corn. Regarding cotton, we are having different strategies. In case of insecticides, we are having Movento and Solomon. Solomon is contact insecticide. It will kill all the white flies or small larvae of the bollworms. It will kill them in the initial stage. And then we are having Jump. The Regent Jump is having your fipronil, so it controls your thrips. Then we are having one molecule of herbicide in name of Ghasa. It is available in Central and South India. We are not supplying this molecule in North India because in North India, generally people don't go for any herbicide in cotton. So similarly, we are having developed a package for citrus crop also. At the time of bud breaking, you might be knowing that this is Citrusilla, and we have to manage it through Solomon. This is contact poison, and it kills instantly whichever is coming in its contact. Then at the bud breaking, we are having Antracol and Confidor to control the Citrusilla and other insects. Then at flowering stage, again, we have to apply Bunos and Acervo for your disease management. And in case of the fruit setting stage, in some of the citrus orchard, there is a problem of phytophthora gummosis happens, so we have to apply the alliate soil drenching. It's very effective, one of the best molecules available in the market to control the gummosis in case of the citrus crops. I think that's it from our side, and we can discuss a lot of questions if you are having any.
Thank you for your insightful and full session, sir. Now we'll be moving forward for the query session. So, participants who have queries, kindly raise your hand and ask the question in the chat box.
Or you can write down in chat also, so that anyone from the facilitator can read them and we can answer them.
Yeah, definitely. That.
So,
Participants, kindly mention the details in the questions.
Yes, please. So around after the Q&A session, I will be holding a 10-minute discussions with you people that what the industry wants from the fresh graduates. Because many times when we are interviewing the people, we are facing a lot of difficulties also.
Definitely. So grateful for that. Now we'll be moving forward.
Yes, Krishna, please ask your question.
Good evening, sir. Myself Krishna Raghuvanshi, I'm from Ajmer, Uttar Pradesh. सर मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि जो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट या स्टेट गवर्नमेंट है वो ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग को लेके बहुत ज्यादा प्रमोट कर रही हैं, तो बायर का क्या मतलब बायर भी ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग तरफ कोई प्लान बना रहा है या उसका कोई ऐसा प्रोडक्ट जो आ रहा हो ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग में?
So it's very good question, and I think that's why I showed you the LD50 value chart. I think you might be aware that people are very much health conscious nowadays. They are consuming more fruits and vegetables, and then government is also promoting that organic cultivation should be promoted. So agriculture being a business not only for buyer but for the farmers also. So generally it becomes very imperative that you cannot go for 100% organic, but you can, yes, for at least home consumption, you can go for your organic cultivation. And for if you want to go for commercial cultivation also, then integrated pest management strategies should be applied so that judicious use of the insect, these your agrochemicals can be promoted. I think that's the approach Bayer is promoting. And many times what happens when we are not having the molecules in that particular category, we generally recommend that we don't have. And we are also promoting to the farmers for PBW management, say for example in cotton. So in Legacy Monsanto also and in Bayer also, approximately last year, even only in North India, we have distributed approximately 50,000 pheromone traps to control the PBW male moths, trap male moths. So that's how we are not only pushing to sell the chemical, but promoting the IPM strategies also.
ओके ओके एंड सर मेरा क्वेश्चन रिक्रूटमेंट को लेके था, बायर ऑन जॉब रिक्रूटमेंट को लेके। सर मेरे साथ के बहुत क्लासमेट या मेरे सीनियर जो बायर में काम कर रहे हैं उसमें से ऑलमोस्ट सभी लोग सेल्स या मार्केटिंग फील्ड में हैं, तो क्या सर रिसर्च में जाना टफ है बायर में या उसका क्या थोड़ा सा उसके बारे में?
So it's not like that. It's very difficult to join buyer in R&D field. It's not like that. Generally, what happens? You might be knowing that it's totally a mindset issues, nothing else. Even in your classmates, you might be seeing that a lot of people are uh, in working in SAUs as a scientist. They are some of them are working in R&D facility, purely scientist. Some are in KVKs and some are in teaching also. So similarly in Bayer also we are having different divisions, but no doubt. Sales and marketing is being larger organizations. Say for example, I'm telling you, for almost 10 is to 1 ratio is there, because if there are 10 people are working in sales, then only one person is there in working in R&D. Full-time employee I'm talking about. It's like that. So comparative ratio of the people joining R&D is less because vacancies are also less, but it's not like that. It's very difficult to join R&D. If you are having right attitude, you are most welcome.
Sir, if anyone want to join a RD department of Bayer, so what process? Please, some.
So I'm telling you, around 10 days back, I have interviewed almost 6 persons. Okay, to have a one R&D vacancy was available with me also. So I've interviewed almost 10 persons, and I found only 2 persons were with whom I was confident that I can interview them with my boss. That's how it works. Because sometimes what happens when you join R&D, then sales team will see that you should provide solutions to everything. If we are having very narrow outlook, then we cannot succeed in R&D department. Because until unless, say for example, okay, I will put an example here also. If you don't mind, can I ask a question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right.
Can I ask you qualification, please?
Sir, I'm pursuing MSc Agriculture,
In which stream?
Soil Science, sir.
Soil science, okay. So, if I ask you a simple question, have you heard about DSR, direct seeded rice?
Yes, sir.
Have you heard about it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, why DSR is not gaining popularity among the farmers?
Sir, I think the basic reason is that तो उसमें सर हर्बिसाइड का इम्पैक्ट बहुत ज्यादा आता है, जो मेरा थॉट है कि डायरेक्ट सीड राइस में हर्बिसाइड मतलब हर उसका वीड जो होते हैं वो ज्यादा आते हैं। एंड सर जो दूसरी चीज है अवेयरनेस, कि लोगों में अवेयरनेस नहीं है उसको लेके, और उसकी सोइंग कुछ टाइम पहले हो जाती है, ट्रांसप्लांटिंग के अपेक्षा उसकी सोइंग पहले की जाती है।
Okay. So, your points are almost okay, no problem. So, one is the herbicide management. Your weed management is the major challenge in DSR rice. Then second is your variety selection. Then third one is your criticality of operations, because in case of the DSR, you cannot be as lenient or as flexible as your transplanted rice. Once the weeds crosses your stage, it's very difficult to control them. So, and being the molecules, mostly I told you, it's very difficult. Once the weeds crosses 4-leaf stage, it becomes very difficult to be controlled. So it's crucial. Then in case of DSR, there is yield drag also, because water stagnation, you might be knowing that rice grows in anaerobic conditions better. In case of DSR, the aerobic conditions are maintained and water holding capacity also goes less. So rice cultivation becomes quite difficult, and farmers get less yield. That's why people are not interested to cultivate rice through DSR method. So one more question. So if you are having a molecule to be tested at 10 locations along with competition molecules, so what is the process of testing that molecule in the farmer field?
sir, please again, first.
So my question is,
Yes, sir.
you are supposed to test one herbicide molecule of Bayer in farmer field, and you are being supplied with two other competition molecules also.
Sir.
Everything is protocol is defined to you. So how will you test it?
Sir, in lab or field?
Farmer field.
फार्मर फील्ड सर पहले तो उसको प्लॉट्स में डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा अगर हम अलग अलग प्रकार की वीट कर रहे हैं। दूसरी चीज सर जो उनका टॉक्सिक लेवल वो भी मैटर करता है आई थिंक कि इफ एरिया बिसाइड आर हाई टॉक्सिक सर उसका उस इम्पैक्ट ज्यादा पड़ेगा। एंड उसमें सर जिस क्रॉप पे हम कर रहे हैं उसकी वैरायटी भी उसका भी इम्पैक्ट होगा कि किस वैरायटी पे हम कर रहे हैं, कौन सी क्रॉप किस वैरायटी पे।
So everything is defined. Okay.
यस सर।
Everything is already tested. You have to evaluate the efficacy only. So what are the steps?
Sir, first we apply on field
Apply and
at the specific time.
So, okay, no problem. Just to help you people, everyone. So, say for example, typically, generally, this type of questions appears in interview also, and I generally ask these questions at farmer field. You have to do it. So, in case of farmer field, first you have to select the field. Farmer should be in agreement with you that yes, I will apply your chemical in my at field, and you can do this experimentation. Okay. Third one is you have to show the crop, then you have to apply the chemical and record the observations. Simple. Toxicity level is somewhat already studied by the people. They know it. If it is toxic, then they will not give it to you because there is environmental health and safety policy there. So if a chemical, any chemical which is toxic to human being, that will not be, if it is handling is requiring specific requirements, then it will not be given to the employees. It will be along with certain guidelines. Okay. I think it is clear to you. So one more thing. You are given a molecule. Okay. What are the basic principles of testing a molecule in the farmer field? Basic principles of testing a molecule in the farmer field.
I have to read first.
No issues. Just basic principles of testing a molecule in the farmer field. In the farmer field, I added from my side. Okay. What are the basic principles of statistics?
I think plot size.
No. Local control, randomization, and replication.
RBT. Yes, sir.
So, question is same. They will not ask you directly. They will ask you indirectly. I have added the farmer field. Okay. Your statistics rule will remain same.
So, Dipukka.
Yes, I think you might be getting some hint. How do they crack the interview? Okay. Please. Any question, suggestion?
Sir, it's from my side.
From anyone, no problem. No, it's not specific from your side.
Sir, we
No
have
problem.
received a question from Simitanya, a UG student from Hyderabad, Telangana. She's
Yes.
asking that by regular use of pesticides, pest gaining resistance and resurgence of pest is seen. So, how do you tackle this problem? What do you think the fate of the agrochemical will be in future where health and environmental consciousness in present?
Yes. So I think we talk about the integrated pest management strategies. That is one of the key to manage the resistance in the insects and the fungicide, fungus also, because we have cases, reported cases where even fungus are also getting resistant to a particular fungicide, over usage of the same fungicide time and again. So in integrated pest management strategies, we are recommending that not more than once you have to reapply the same molecules. You should not apply the molecule of the same mode of action time and again. I think, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we should not apply the same mode of action of the molecule time and again. Repeated usage of the same molecule should be avoided. The best example I am quoting to everyone that Jacid problem in Central and South India is quite evident. And people are imidacloprid, it's almost 400 times the imidacloprid is applied, even then the resistance is there. So over usage of the same molecule should be avoided, and different mode of chemistry should be uses should be done to avoid the resistance in the insects. And after that, I think one more important strategy for going forward for the future, the people should prefer to use all the blue and green chemistries. Usage should be more should be promoted by the farmers to the farmers through our governmental institutes like KVKs and whatever the Department of Agriculture, their extension mechanism that should be enforced upon. I think your query is almost resolved.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, we have a question from Rajni Balan. He's asking that when farmers are going to the market for solution to any problem, then the shopkeepers are providing 6 to 7 unnecessary items to apply in the fields that are of no use and not that relevant or less of usage. But it costs a lot to farmers, which increases the cost of cultivation and sometimes it may damage the crop also. So please guide how to control it and help the farmers as a student.
So, as such, because this is very it's not for you, the people in general, farmer in general, but the people even in my farm also. When my brother goes to the shopkeeper to purchase some item that I need this particular insecticide or this particular fungicide, they tag the some of the molecules and they supply them. So you please go ahead with this biostimulant, growth promoter, and like that. They also add on it. It no doubt increases their cost of cultivation, but generally it does not ruin the crop, but it adds to the cost of cultivation, and which is totally unnecessary. There is no solution to it, only awareness to the farmers, and they should. I think recently, in case of Haryana, Chambal fertilizers license was cancelled because they were tagging the urea with some other of the molecules. So, if farmers are aware, they complain to Department of Agriculture. I think some solutions happens over there also. It's
Yes,
more or
sir.
less it's an awareness question. I think it's not related to general farmers. Awareness questions, and farmers should be more aware that what is their requirement and how do they are purchasing. And sometimes it happens because most of the farmers purchase the agrochemicals on credit basis from the shopkeepers. So when we are taking the material on credit from the shopkeeper, they generally tag it. It happens. So, any other questions?
Sir, as of now, we don't have questions. We'll start the second part of our session. Then we'll look forward to that, sir.
No problem.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
So can we leave it? I think thank you everyone for this wonderful discussions, and just I will let you know around 4 or 5 questions which we everyone should prepare while appearing for the interviews with along with the agrochemical industry, not related with buyer. This is general questions, and people should be ready for the market. Say for example, generally some of the questions I will let you know. People ask you that if you are an agriculture graduate and you have done your PG, MSc or PG in agriculture, then have you ever visited your own farm? How do you do your own crop operations at your own house? So you should be aware about the crop operations at least. Once I asked a student that what are the crop operations of a rice from sowing to harvesting, he was not able to mention them. So people should be so much comprehensive that they can answer such typical questions. Right? I ask one questions from our just colleague right now that please, how do you test a agrochemical molecule in that farmer field? So you should be aware that first of all, what I have to do, what are the steps I have to follow to test a particular product in farmer field? What are the statistical principles we have been taught during our UG or PG classes? What are the different experimental designs? What are the different experimental designs we have to apply? What are the different agrochemical molecules which are being used to control a particular insect or fungus? What is the herbicide market? What are the herbicide which is prevalent in each and every crop? What are the farmer price? What are the different companies offering that particular molecule? So we should have comprehensive knowledge that, yes, say for example, in case of rice, what are the herbicide molecules? Top 3 molecules you have to mention. What are the 3 top molecules to prevent termites in wheat? What are the top 3 molecules to prevent rice stem borer? What are the top 3 molecules to prevent the chili thrips, black thrips? What are the molecules to control nematodes? What are the, so people should be aware about, or not only the people, at least agriculture graduates should be so much comfortable that they can answer these questions. These are very much basic questions, and I'm really very sorry to say that during my last around couple of days back when I interviewed around 10 candidates, only 2 were able to answer them satisfactorily. I'm not saying that they were answering 100%. Even satisfactory answer were available, then it's good for us. Apart from it, the companies need commitment from your side that once you are hired, you don't leave them in between, because generally people keep on switching the agrochemical industry within 2 years, 3 years, or within 6 months. And moreover, they are not able to decide that I am going to work in private industry or government job or whatever the business or doing he is planning to do. So I think during research time also, MSc, PhD students are quite mature, and they should decide that if they really want to go for private sector ventures or start their own business or go for the government jobs. Even scientists also, it's very, very wonderful profession, and they do discover a lot of things. And even if I'm in Bayer for almost 6 years for Bayer and around 10 years in Monsanto, even then many times there is no hesitation in learning from the scientists also. We keep on calling scientists, start learning new things, doing the same thing in the different ways so that we can learn a lot of new things. That's how it works. Nothing special, nothing like that. You cannot learn anything. That's it from my side for today. If anything is pending, you're most welcome.
Thank you so much, sir, for your highly insightful and enriching session on agrochemicals and career opportunities for the agri students. Your vast industry experience across leading organizations such as Reliance, Bayer Crop Science, along with the deep practical exposure to multiple crops and the crop protection technology has given us a valuable experience and valuable knowledge. Thank you for that, sir. So we are left with few questions. Shall we proceed into that? If you are,
Please.
yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So we have one of our participants, Smith Dhole. He is asking that should we do general MBA or agribusiness management? Can you share some college that you would visit for an interview?
As such, we don't visit colleges in for interview. Our lot of people are there from HR department, from my seniors there, because I'm looking after only Haryana portion. So there are the people in Punjab, we are having 2 more persons. In UP, we are having 4 persons. Similarly, in most of the geographies, there are the persons who are looking up as per their requirement. They keep on visiting the nearby colleges and universities also. And as far as I know, that's my personal understanding also. If you have done your BSc in agriculture, so agribusiness offers more scope to you because you will be more comfortable in agri input industry rather than doing general MBA. That's what I suggest. It varies from individual interest also, because once doing your BSc agriculture, if you do general MBA, then you can be fit to any industry also. It's not like that after doing agribusiness MBA, you will be fit only for the agri input industry. You can be fit for other industries also, no problem. Even Pepsi hai, McCann hai. There are a lot of companies which are hiring MBA from the agribusiness centers.
Thank you, sir. Sir, as of now, we have these many questions only left. So thank you for that. Now I would request Ajay Kasana sir to kindly address the session.
Okay, thank you, Chatrisa, and thank you so much, Doksa. So before moving ahead, I want to ask a question, or we can say a blessing from your side. Like most of us, we are here, the undergraduates. So I want you to address this thing, डॉक्टर साहब, कि जो बच्चे यहाँ पे बैठे हैं, आज कोई फर्स्ट ईयर में है, कोई सेकंड ईयर में है, then some are in third and final year, and most of them want to go into the government system. They are preparing for the government jobs. But there are a lot of scope in corporate sector, as you are aware, and you are working for last 20 years. So उनको थोड़ा सा आप गाइड कीजिए डॉक्टर साहब कि किस तरह से, जैसे आपने ये तो बताया कि वो मार्केट रेडी कैसे रह सकते हैं, कौन कौन सी स्किल्स साथ में लेके जा सकते हैं, और किस तरह से अपने आप को प्रिपेयर करें फॉर द R&D एंड फॉर द मार्केटिंग एंड सेल्स। तो थोड़ा सा और आप तो बच्चों को अगर डिटेल में बताएं कि शुरू से ही जैसे 3-4 साल उनकी ग्रेजुएशन के दौरान ही अगर वो उस चीज़ को तैयार करके चले तो वो कॉर्पोरेट रेडी भी रहें, और अगर कोई गवर्नमेंट में जाना चाह रहा है तो उसके लिए भी रेडी रहे, बिकॉज वी आर ऑल फ्रॉम एग्रीकल्चर, और एग्रीकल्चर तो एवर डिमांडिंग जो है सब्जेक्ट है, और एक जो प्रोफेशन हम मान सकते हैं। प्लीज डॉक्टर साहब इस पे थोड़ा सा आप गाइड कीजिएगा ऑडियंस को।
So, yes, agriculture is ever demanding, and it will be ever demanding because we need doctor once a while. Okay, MBBS doctor we need once in a while. We get when we get sick. Okay, but agriculture we need 3 times a day. Every sip when we take of tea, we are related with agriculture because milk is produced only on the farms, kettles. It cannot be manufactured in any of the agriculture product cannot be manufactured in factories. It has to be produced in the field. Then it can be processed and then it can be consumed by the people. Okay. So first and foremost thing is that whenever you are preparing for government job or any private job, skill is more important. You should be able to understand why it's happening like that. Every plant speaks. Once you start learning the language of plants, everything is done. If you know the language of plants, because I'm telling you, when I am sick or my animal is sick, I go to veterinary doctor or MBBS doctor. I will always say n number of things about the history. दैट इसने कल कुछ खाया था, परसों खाया था, इसने ये किया, मेरे को पेट दर्द हो रहा है, मेरे को सर दर्द हो रहा है, इधर से दर्द हो रहा है, उधर से दर्द हो रहा है, यहाँ से आधा सिर दुख रहा है, इधर से दुख रहा है, आंख में मेरी फड़फड़ कर रही है. So n number of answers, queries will be answered by the person without being asked, so that he don't prescribe you the wrong medicine. But in case of agriculture, reverse happened. People will show you a photo and they will say what happened to this. Even they will not mention that what is this crop, what is this disease or insect damage. They will ask you provide every solutions for a simple time, because many times you might be visiting your house. If our people will tell, मेरे घर में ना एक अमरूद का पौधा लगा है, उसपे फल नहीं आ रहे. एक किन्नू का पौधा लगाया था, उसपे किन्नू नहीं लगे, 5 साल हो गए, किन्नू झड़ जाते हैं, अमरूद सूख जाते हैं. ओ, he will not tell anything about it. किन्नू कोने में लगा रखा है, उसके चारों तरफ धूप आती है कि नहीं आती है, उसको गर्मी कितनी है, उसको पानी कितनी बार डालते हो, रोज की पानी बाल्टी भर के डालते हो तो सूखेगा वो. ठीक है. तो हमारे को जब ये चीजें सीखने लग जाओगे ना, तो ऑटोमेटिकली एवरीथिंग विद प्रॉब्लम विल बी सॉल्व, एंड अंडरस्टैंड द साइंस बिहाइंड एवरीथिंग. दैट्स द everything is science. If your plant's lower leaves are getting dried, it means nitrogen deficiency is there. If lower leaves at the initial stage of the plant growth, leaves are dark color, it means either water scarcity or phosphorus deficiency. If tip burning is there, it means potash deficiency is there. Top leaves, you have to understand, correlate with your all theoretical knowledge with the practical knowledge. If I do have a lot of presentations regarding learning these things, but wait, I'm just opening a photograph and you will be surprised to see. Just a minute, I'm just opening a photograph, okay? And I will sharing
जी
with
डॉक्टर
you.
साहब प्लीज.
I will be sharing a photograph with you people. Just wait. Wait, I'm just sharing a photograph. Just you see it, and I will. Can you see this photograph?
यस डॉक्टर साहब इट इज विजिबल.
What is this? Can you say me a word?
इट इज ए अनहेल्दी प्लांट फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल.
Okay.
कुछ तो प्रॉब्लम है.
ठीक है. अभी मैं पैथोलॉजिस्ट के पास जाऊंगा तो ही विल से दिस इज सिट्रस डिक्लाइन. ठीक है. वो बोलेगा इसमें फाइटोप्थोरा आ गया, इसमें ये हो गया, ये इसमें ये हो गया. मैं हॉर्टिकल्चर वाले साइंटिस्ट के पास जाऊंगा जो ब्रीडिंग करता है, वो बोलेगा इसकी ट्रेनिंग प्रूनिंग टाइम पे सही नहीं हुई, इसके स्टेम बहुत ज्यादा हो रखे हैं, ये इस टाइप का हो गया. ठीक है. सो एवरी पीपल विल बी हैविंग डिफरेंट एक्सप्लेनेशन, बट आई विल से it is having lot of other issues. So this is how you people will say, okay, मेरे फेथ के अंदर ये प्रॉब्लम आ गई, इसको समझो कैसे. होप यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. अभी इसके रूट्स को अगर देखोगे तो आप कैसे मिलेंगे, इसको राइट साइड वाली रूट्स मिलेंगी, इसकी अनहेल्दी रूट्स मिलेंगी. ठीक है, हम इस पे नहीं जाएंगे ज्यादा, अदरवाइज हमारे ये इसके निमाटोड्स इज द मेजर प्रॉब्लम फॉर दिस वन. ओके. सो ऐसे होता है फील्ड के अंदर. when we see something, it's some different thing. When we go deep dive into it, we will find a different nature, different reason for it. If you start analyzing these problems, you will be seen as a holistic agriculture scientist, and you will learn a lot of things. And once you learn a lot of things, automatically your confidence will build up, and you will be successful in any of the field, either it's private or in the government field. I think I can remember you during our field visit at Fatehwad. I think you were the person who were asking most of the questions, okay? And I was very happy that you were asking a lot of questions, because until and unless you don't ask questions, you are not understanding anything. Yes.
जी डॉक्टर साहब। और ये डॉक्टर साहब थोड़ा सा मतलब इंक्विसिटिव के साथ साथ में प्रैक्टिकल चीजों पे भी थोड़ा सा भी ध्यान रखना है। इसके साथ में किन चीजों को जैसे कि रेगुलर हैबिट का हिस्सा ही बनाना है, सो दैट वी कैन बी फ्यूचर रेडी। हमें
So,
अलग से प्रिपरेशन के लिए ना जाना पड़े कि हम डेली वो चीज करने लग जाएं।
yes. So, say for example, you are staying in which hostel in HU?
राइट नाउ इन वृंदावन हॉस्टल।
2 number hostel. 2 number ना वृंदावन. Okay.
हाँ जी डॉक्टर साहब।
When you go to college, at the immediately after exit, you will see some flower plants have been planted at the circle. Then there are a lot of trees in the parking area, and you will see that how the different trees are behaving. On your right side of the college, there are again a lot of trees have been planted recently. So if you see the growth pattern, you will see a lot of things. A lot of learnings are there. So once you go in the field
डेफिनेटली
also,
डॉक्टर साहब।
when you go into the field also, after exiting 3 number gate, you will see a lot of things. In your farmer fair also, there are a lot of farmer fair happening in HU in second or third week of March, and in second or third week of September. Generally, it happens like that. So you see, lot of agriculture stalls are there. Not from private companies, from HAU also. Try to see what they are trying to showcase you. Lot of learnings are there. I'm just telling you one example. I visited one of my farmer near to Sirsa one day, and he was about to plant approximately 450 plants of guava. By chance I went there, okay. I told him that these plants are not okay, you please return them. He said, how can you say? I have purchased them from XYZ nursery, and it's very excellent nursery and all these things. I told them, please find 5 plants which you think are not healthy. They brought them, and I said, I will do destructive sampling of 1 plant, and you are just wait. I'm just let me take photography which is downloading or not. Yes.
Till that time, participant have the queries, please send to Chatri sir.
Yes. I'm just sharing photograph, okay? Just farmer shared with me, okay?
जी डॉक्टर साहब please.
That was one of the healthiest plant. Can you see the roots?
जी डॉक्टर साहब visible.
What is this?
These, I think, nematode
Yes,
development
heavy
is there.
infestation of nematodes and galling is there. And the farmer has returned their 450 plants brought from that particular nursery, immediately returned back. So that's how they start respecting you. Okay. That's how practical knowledge comes into play. If you are able to do such favors to your farmers, they will respect you. They will call you, please visit my fields. Okay. So I think it was quite entertaining session for me. A lot of learnings. That first time I joined Zoom meeting, and it was good interaction. I think I know some of the people. I know your Ajay, I know you only. I don't remember other faces also. Let's see. Let's catch up when I will visit HAU during our next 10-15 days. After around 10 Feb, I will visiting HAU. I will call you people. Then we'll have some tea at canteen.
Definitely, Daksa. So actually, this is for the all the participants. जो आपके आसपास है, whatever you see around you, any type of flowers or plants or any crops, you need to talk to them and learn what type of problem or the what type of demands they are creating or having. If you keep addressing such type of things, then only you will be able to address the queries of farmers, and your knowledge and your presence will be demanded, right? So that the message of Dr. Surender Godara sir. So now I think Chetris, I have some more questions. So please, if you allow, can we go with the more queries, Daksa?
Yes, please.
Okay,
Thank
Chetris, sir,
you,
please
sir.
carry on.
Thank you, sir. Sir, we have received a question from Ankit Malhotra that he has completed his post-graduation in soil science from PAU Ludhiana. His question is, can you please tell us several platforms other than LinkedIn to find out jobs related to our backgrounds?
Yes. LinkedIn, what happens? People generally post on LinkedIn when they are not able to find anyone suitable candidate, and then they will be flooded with a number of LinkedIn candidates. Generally, companies avoid posting on LinkedIn until unless they are not able to find anything. That is the last resort, I think. What I think, one-to-one messaging, people. That's why networking is more important. We should come out of the digital age. That's necessary evil. I'm not saying that we should not have it. That is very much required. But you connect with your seniors, the people from your institute, scientists. They are having a lot of connect. I think one-to-one connect plays major role nowadays. For me,
Yes.
if I say I don't remember when I visited my LinkedIn profile. I don't know when I remember open my Facebook. Around 200 days happened. Around my birthday, I opened it. That's not me, but my wife opened that. The time in here. We are wasting unknowingly a lot of times. If you see your daily, your mobile will be having. If I open it today, let me say. Today I opened my phone for 2 hours 20 minutes. Okay, out of them 1 hour 8 minutes is calling, 13 minutes is WhatsApp only. And you please check your timing.
I would also like to say, Daksa. Here is my screen, and it is total about 1 hour and 19 minutes, about 33 minutes WhatsApp, 30 minutes phone. And it's about daily Daksa, and not only today, because I'm not on so much on mobile. So
Yes,
this is
yes.
a nice message for all the participants, because you are the agriculture students. You should spare more time with plants or books rather than your mobiles. Okay. But
Yes.
although at the time is the demand, as per the time demands, you should also be present over the LinkedIn and other profiles also to reach out to the professionals. So please
Yes.
carry on, Daksa. Sorry for interruption.
That's very nice. I like this, Ajay. So be present on WhatsApp, Facebook, but it's not be addict. That's message. Okay, I think you should close this session now,
Yes, sir. Sir, we are left with one last question.
please.
Shall we continue? Yes, sir.
Please,
Thank
please.
you, sir. Sir, the question is how to prepare the CV for the interview for the point of view like agriculture based like that, sir.
If you are having skills, you written what you have written hardly makes any difference. People will judge you from your two questions. If you are speaking the truth, they will come to know. If you are not speaking the truth, even if you are reading something or writing something, they will get back to you that this is not required. Bluffing you can bluff only once or twice to the people, not more than that. Everybody will be screened out immediately. Don't worry about such things. These are immaterial things. If you are having skills, people will forget what you have written in a resume. And if you don't have skills, people will not remember what you have written in. Does not make. I have seen the people who are not able to read their resume. If you have written something, you should remember it. That's the only message. If you've written something, remember it. If you don't remember, don't write. Simple.
Okay, thank you so much, Taxa. So it was
Yes.
really a detailed and in-depth session, and our participant definitely get benefited from it, and they will prepare themselves like they will be future ready for the government as well as the corporate sector. And we are very blessed to have you as a guest speaker today for this very relevant topic regarding agrochemicals and the readiness of the students and their career perspectives in the future for agrochemicals and other corporate sectors. So thank you so much, Taxa, for your presence. Now I hand over the mic to Ms. Chatrisa. Please conclude the session. Thank you so much, Taxa.
Thank you. So can I leave this session?
So we would like to formally conclude the session. So we would be grateful for your presence for next 2-3 minutes.
Okay, please.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for patiently addressing all the questions with such clarity, depth, and practical insights. So, on behalf of Agri SAARTHI Kranti 2026, our organizing team, I extend my heartfelt and sincere gratitude to Dr. Surender Singh, sir, for enlightening us with such valuable and thought-provoking session on agrochemicals and career opportunities for agri students. So, strong academic foundation with an MSc in agronomy from CCS HAU Hisar combined over with 2 decades of rich experience at an esteemed organization such as Reliance, Monsanto India, and Bayer Crop Sciences. It has truly reflected on today's session. His in depth explanations on crop protection technologies, regulatory trials, and many more experiences have provided an immense clarity and direction to our agri students and young professionals as well as. So we are especially grateful for the way that you have connected theoretically knowledge with the practical ones, with along with the photos and everything, sir. Your insights have not been enhanced our understanding of agrochemical sector, but also have inspired students to explore many meaningful and impactful pathways in agriculture. Once again, we extend our sincere thanks to Dr. Surendra Singh, sir, for generously sharing his time, knowledge, and experience with us. We are confident that your learnings from today's session will leave a lasting impression, sir. So, we formally conclude today's session. Thank you, everyone. Jai Hind.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Ajay, for coordinating also. I think you have been following up me for around last 10 days, and I was not able to find out the perfect schedule for myself also. And even during our discussions also, I received 3-4 calls. I have to attend them also. Please, thank you. Bye.
Okay, thank you so much, Taxa. Thank you. Thank you
Bye.
so much, all the participants.